Hey, Sean here again, Mount Leon. What I have here is some bunching onions that I started. I had these growing under my light in the garage. Pretty much gonna show you how I get these out of here, because to start them I pretty much just sprinkle a lot of seeds, let them grow under the light for a while, and we got to separate them without mashing up the roots too much. So what I like to do is, I got a little bit of water here. I like to just rest this whole thing in the water. Just submerge it completely. Pretty much what I'm doing here is I'm going to use the water to separate the roots entirely. So if I can get this out of this tray, leave these in here and just kind of rub my fingers in there. I'm using gloves for this activity. Pretty much all the roots are just coming off. As you can see here, they're just separating very nice. This is a purple bunching onion. So for these, I'm going to actually plant these really close together. See, I can now separate these without breaking any roots. No tension, no, they say separate real nice and easy. I'm not looking for big bulbs out of these, so I'm going to plant them no more than 1 inch apart. I'm not going to use a ruler for it. I'm just going to go ahead and get my finger in here and make little holes. And just get these going. Okay, so I got all my bunching onions in the ground. These were a little bit on the younger side, so I recommend letting them grow a little bit bigger before you try to do this. They look a little sad right now, but they'll catch and they'll get going. So right after putting them in, the first thing I want to do here, just put a little bit of water. Just help this will help the soil get rid of any air pockets, help them settle in. As you see, a lot of them are laying flat right now, but I'm sure in a day or two, being out in the sun, they'll pick back up and they'll look good. So I know a lot of you are looking at how to plant your bunching onions, how to separate them, how not to break the roots. Soak them in that water. I mean, it separates them right away and works pretty well for me. Thanks again for watching another one of my videos. Hope you like and subscribe. So it's been a couple of weeks since you saw me transplant these bunching onions. They're all looking pretty well. You can see they're nice and thick. I got some weak ones in there. Those are due to the squirrels. They keep coming and digging holes in the bed every couple of days. And unfortunately, I had to retransplant them 3 or 4 times. So I need to figure out something to keep the squirrels out of this onion bed here. But there you have it. I transplanted them from the seedlings and they're looking quite nice. Okay, thanks again for joining me on this video. Just wanted to recap pretty much what we went through. First thing I did was I sprinkled some seeds in a bed of soil, however you want. Heavy, very heavy. Kept them very dense. I start under the light. You can do it outside. But let them grow. I would say let them grow a little bigger than I did in this video here. Let them get to a decent size, and then what you're going to want to do is take them out. But use the water method that I showed you so you can protect their roots and suffer as little setback as possible. This would allow you to get your bunching onions at a usable size a lot quicker. So besides that, I mean, we have so many of these, and some of them are colossal in size. So we literally just cut them as we need. And they grow right back. As long as you don't pull it out of the ground, you can continue to cut that same green onion or that same bunching onion for all year round if the weather permits. Here in South Florida, we're always warm, so we literally have green onions all the time. I'm going to show you a picture after I'm done talking here to wrap the video up of just the size of one of these green onions or bunch of onions that we get. So be sure to try this. I mean, it's one of the easiest vegetables to grow in your garden, and it's something you can have continuously. Like I said, cut it. Don't cut it all the way down to the bottom, and it will grow right back up for you. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something, and I hope it helps you get better in your own garden.